Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's time now for another little series here on the channel. Now, first off, I hope you all enjoyed that Let's Play of Mario and Luigi Brothership, because let me tell you, although that series was long, it was definitely worth it, and I definitely enjoyed playing through that game for you guys. So, like those who stuck around, who saw every episode of that, I do appreciate it. Now, we have a bit of a gap, though, to fill, and I'll explain why. So, of course, as of the date that this video is airing, which would be May 16th, 2025, we are about 3 weeks away or so from a brand new Mario Kart coming out, which in this case is Mario Kart World. Not only is it the first brand new Mario Kart game we've gotten in 11 years, but it is also the big launch title for the Nintendo Switch 2. So we're going to be playing through a bunch of the main Mario Kart games here as a lead up to the new game. Try to build some hype for it. This is the second time I've done one of these Road 2 series, because remember, last year we did one of these for Mario Party, so now we're going to do it again for Mario Kart. And to start off, we are going to play some Super Mario Kart. So, let's get into it, shall we? I'll do 50cc. Alright, let's see how this goes, shall we? So, yeah, the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct that they had about a month and a half ago, well, it would be yesterday at the time of recording this, but when you're seeing this, it would be a month and a half ago. So, yeah, take that for what you will. But they showcased a lot of some new modes. There's a new Knockout Tour mode, which will definitely be fun. That can definitely get chaotic, particularly for online. And also, the coin limit, as they showed off in the Treehouse segment for the game, the coin limit has increased. So instead of a maximum capacity of 10 coins, you can now hold up to 20 coins. So, I guess that's kind of convenient. But of course, there's a lot of other cool things and stuff that's going to be coming out from the Switch 2, not just on the Nintendo side, but on the third-party side as well. Like, we've got, let's see, we've got Hogwarts Legacy getting a Switch 2 version, although I've already played through that game, so, a couple of years ago on Xbox, so I don't really see the need to go through that again. There's also Final Fantasy VII Remake, which did not get a date, but I don't really see the need to buy a second version of that, because I'm already, well, as of the time I'm filming this, I'm in the middle of a playthrough on my PlayStation 5, so I don't feel the need to get it the second time. Oh, and there's also a brand new 3D Donkey Kong that's going to be coming out in a couple of months, so that'll definitely be fun to go through. We're definitely going to be doing that on the channel. Mario Kart World, you of course will definitely see on the channel. It's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, the only downside though is that, yeah, the prices, not just for the system, but also for the games, they're going to be expensive. I mean, the price points that they're being set at, I'm not particularly a fan of those price points, but sadly that seems to be par for the course. I mean, with inflation and all, I think one part of it has to do with inflation. Another part of that, I believe, is solely because of a certain somebody. We're not going to mention that, of course. But nonetheless, though, it's still going to be fun. I think it's going to be a successful system. And like having a brand new Mario Kart as the launch title is definitely the way to go, like in my opinion. Now obviously I'm gonna get the console on launch day, and I think what I'm likely to do is get it as a get the bundle for it. The bundle that includes the digital copy of Mario Kart World. I mean, that needs a little bit more money for the system, which is the downside, but on the plus side of that, I would get the Mario Kart game slightly cheaper. Which means in total, going that route, I would save about $30 or so. So all in all, that's not really as bad as you might think it is. I mean, again, I just wish the price was a little more, quote-unquote, reasonable. But, sadly, that's kind of the world that we live in now. And the worst part about all this, also, is that once the PlayStation 6 eventually comes out in a couple of years or so, like either 2027 or 2028, it's probably gonna cost even more than what the Switch 2 going price is. So yeah, that is gonna be scary. And now, because Nintendo is charging such a premium for their upcoming system, these other companies are now gonna take a page out of that book and think that they can get away with doing the same thing. Yeah. Being a gamer in this generation, oh boy, bit brutal, let me tell you. Although, with how expensive like some of the games are, I mean, Mario Kart apparently is going to be $80 US at launch, and then DK is being $70. But keep in mind, this is not the first time that these kind of price points, that Nintendo has had such high price points for these games, because during the NES era, game prices were like that all the time. But when you account for inflation, yeah. So when you really account for inflation, today's prices, by comparison, actually seem much cheaper than they used to be years ago on both the NES and Super Nintendo. So again, not entirely as doom and gloom as you might think. Now, yeah, so the new Mario Kart, that looks awesome. The new DK looks, like I said, looks really good. Now, it's not just the price point that's a bit disappointing. Another downside is that, well, as of right now, there's no brand new 3D Mario game, but that'll definitely come at some point. We're just gonna have to be a bit patient. I'm still thinking that it'll be a holiday title for this year. That's my guess, but it's also possible that they might be saving it for maybe early 2026, because there's a certain film that is coming out in early 2026, and that, of course, is the sequel for the Mario movie. So I'm thinking they might be holding 3D Mario until then to align with the release of that film, but we'll just have to wait and see. Now, what's going to make this system even better is that when Pokemon Legends ZA comes out near the end of this year, well, on the Switch 2 anyway, it is going to look really smooth. We won't have to deal about it running at 5 frames per second on old hardware. Because that's the problem that some of the recent Pokemon games have had. Like, I don't think Sword and Shield had this problem. But then again, that's because Sword and Shield came out a couple of years after the Switch launch. But the big problem that Scarlet and Violet had was that it ran like absolute crap. But they are releasing an upgrade pack, from what I heard, to fix the problems with that game. And with Legends Arceus, like, it's gonna be a lot of Legends Arceus. Legends ZA, it's gonna run super smooth, so you won't have to worry about that. And they even fixed like the eShop, so even that, from what I heard, so that is not gonna be so laggy anymore, which is a good thing. Because on the current eShop, like, it takes practically forever to find what you want. But on the eShop for the new Switch, yeah. The eShop on the new Switch is, I think it's definitely supposed to look really smooth. And also, from the screenshot I saw of that, I did see a listing for Monster Hunter Stories on the Switch 2 eShop, from what they showed in the rep, which leads me to believe that everything that's available in the regular Switch eShop right now will carry over onto the Switch 2 eShop, which would be really helpful. So yeah, like, if you put like the price point aside, then the upcoming system is definitely gonna be a fun time for all of us Nintendo fans out there. And if you plan to get a Switch 2 at launch, then great. But obviously not everyone's gonna get it right away. Some people are probably going to wait. But me, I of course am not gonna wait. I definitely want to get in on it day one. And this console is actually going to be a first for me because I have never gotten the system on day one before. So this will definitely be a first. And I am certainly looking forward to it. And I hope all of you out there are looking forward to it as well. I know there's some people in some of my Discord groups that I'm in that are definitely looking forward to the console. And yeah, like, all in all, it's going to be a really good time. I mean, you definitely can't go wrong with a brand new Mario Kart. I mean, I've already put, like, a lot of hours into Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I can almost guarantee that playtime is probably going to go up dramatically on the new Mario Kart. Especially with all the new modes that they have for that game. Because, like, that is going to be so dope. Alright. Well, anyway, that is going to do it for the first episode of this Road to Mario Kart series. I will see you all for the next one tomorrow.